Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. I've had a great time in Korea and Hong Kong, just on the Hong Kong Airport Express right now, getting to the airport. Haven't made a lot of videos, so I thought, my last day here, going to the airport, gonna drop off my bags, and we're just gonna hit all the lounges and see what type of wine section they have. So I'm past the gates. The customs is really quick, so we got a couple hours to kill. So what I'm gonna do is go to some of the lounges and see what type of alcohol they have going. At Hong Kong Airport, it's pretty neat because they've got all three lounges very close by. A lot of the lounges, so you see behind me, it's got the Amex Lounge, the Sapphire Lounge of Chase, and then also the Premium Plaza. So we can hit all three and check them out. As you can see by this is the upstairs. It's kind of nice to see the whole lounge level. That's the Chase Sapphire. Over here, I think it's Premium Plaza, and over here is American Express. I'm at my first lounge in Hong Kong Airport. This is the Premium Plaza Lounge. Wines are terrible, so I'm gonna have a glass of the. They've only got one red and one white wine. It's a Southern Australian wine called Blowfish, 2022 Chardonnay. So I wasn't actually gonna have it, but this is what attracted me. I'll just scroll down on this. The Hong Kong style fish roll noodles. So that's really the attraction for me here. But let's try out this wine and see what I think here. I'm sorry, but this tastes nothing like a Chardonnay. It tastes really more like a Sauvignon Blanc to me. But anyways, let's move on to the next place. But I'm going to enjoy my fishball noodle first, because I think this is going to be spectacular. This is a photo of the Chardonnay from Blowfish 2022. I think the red is a Merlot, but these are very entry-level wines. Again, I don't want to seem too uppity, but you're in business class in a good lounge. So these are really, really basic wines. If you're not a drinker, maybe it'll be okay, but if you are a bit more of a connoisseur of wines, these are quite entry-level type wines. I'm now at the Amex Centurion Lounge in Hong Kong Airport. It's way better than the Premium Plaza Lounge. A lot more space. It's not as crowded. They've got a better selection. They've got a wonderful selection of cocktails. I'm starting with the Mum Sparkling Champagne. Nice. And then a little red Burgundy from Cab de Lani. I've never heard of it, 2021. But, pretty decent. They've got a great cocktail list. And they've also got shower facilities, which I love. I'm not having much food because I'm going to be going to different lounges, but I'm going with my nachos, which I love, and a little bit of cheese. So let's taste this. Mum, if you recall, I did a quick thing on my comment section tasting it. I was surprised at the quality. Let's see what it tastes like today. Yeah, Mum surprises me. As a champagne, I never thought it was a great champagne house, but it's delicious. I'd have this up there with anything, Moet even. I think it's probably a little bit easier to drink on the palate than the Moet. Just give a little bit of cheese and then let's go to the red. Decent Burgundy red, it's okay. Better than the Blowfish Chardonnay that I had at the Premium Plaza. So I'm enjoying this lounge. Wine selection, honestly, is as good as you get on business class in Air Canada. This is the drink menu from the Centurion Lounge. It's much better than the Premium Plaza. Lots of choices, although they are still quite value wines. They're not totally entry wines, so there's a lot of selection, at least decent stuff, but again, from my perspective, still on the lower spectrum of wines in terms of the complexity. I'm quite impressed with their cocktail list, perhaps because I don't drink a lot of cocktails, so it's a nice place to start and to try different things. So that's kind of where I would focus my attention if in these lounges. I've had my shower at the Amex Centurion Lounge. Now I'm in the Sapphire Lounge by Chase. And their wine selection is like the Premium Plaza. It's not spectacular, but they made me an old fashioned. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, this is definitely not the best old fashioned I've had. Not a lot of sweetness, not a lot of bourbon, so. But they have pineapple juice. The other great thing about here is they've got a lot of great selection. I've got a double boiled soup, and then the other thing that they have is they have an a la carte menu, very limited, but you can order off it. So the lounge is really comfortable. It's a great lounge. I think the wine selection so far, the Amex Centurion is the best so far. Other lounges are quite not good, but the food here is pretty good. So I'll enjoy it, and a really watered down old fashioned. Cheers. This is the menu in the Sapphire Lounge. You can see there's only about 3 or 4 wine selections, and again the cocktail list is a little bit more extensive. When I'm now on the plane, I didn't go to the Silvercrest Lounge because it was too far, but what we have here is now just on board. I'm having a little beef, and then with this I'm having a Spanish wine, Finca Vedemuco, from the Ribera region, Tempranillo. Don't have the vintage for you, but let's check it out. Pretty classic Tempranillo, a little bit sharp and edgy on the aftertaste. But, again, my kind of final opinions is it's really difficult in business class and even in the lounges if you're really high-end drinker or a trophy drinker, you're not really going to get that type of level of wine. Probably you won't do really well until you get to the first class level. Finally, this is the wine list aboard the Air Canada in business class. Again, try not to complain about things, but in business class, you're paying a fair bit of money. Most of these wines are probably under $50 Canadian. With the price you're paying for a business class ticket, you should probably get a bit better selection of wines. That's just my personal opinion. And so, although they're interesting wines, they're really still value wines. So, in summary, I'm not going to do any of these videos anymore because it's, to me, just the same old, same old. There's really nothing that impressive, and I don't want to be seen like I'm really down on the airlines. Maybe that's their bottom line, but from a drinker's perspective, there's not a lot of interest for me in these wines, and I might actually stick to the cocktails, which are much more interesting to me since I don't drink a lot of them. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy drinking.